Okay, let's work on completing this drawing. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add this hole. So this hole is located 1.465 from this left edge and 1.078 from the bottom. So 1.465 and 1.078. So we're going to come back to AutoCAD. We're going to come over here. Make sure we're off our hidden layer. Go back to layer 0. We're going to choose circle. And then we're going to choose circle diameter. And that circle diameter, by the way, I didn't mention, but it was 0.157. So we've chosen circle diameter. And then we're going to choose snap from. So I'm going to choose snap from, and I'm going to click on this lower left-hand corner. And then I'm going to type at 1.465, comma 1.078 and hit enter. And that gives us our circle. It puts it right there. And the diameter is 0.157. I hit enter, and that puts our circle in. So if we go back and look at the circle on the right-hand side of the drawing, the 1.078 is the same. The 1.465 is changed as 1.553, and it's also from the other edge. But let me explain that to you. It isn't actually from the other edge. It's actually being referenced from the same edge. Because if you remember, this side of the drawing is the opposite face from the other side over here. So if you flip this around twice, this edge over here actually becomes that edge. So these holes are both being referenced from the same edge. When you dimension something, you want to dimension important surfaces from the same edge. The reason you need to do that is so that you don't get accumulation of tolerances. And what I mean by that is that every single dimension has a tolerance. So this dimension, this 1.465, is going to have a tolerance of plus or minus 0.005. Right? Yeah, if we look down here, we see the fraction is three places, so the tolerance will be 0.005. So this 0.465 could actually be 0.460, or it could be 0.470, anywhere in that range. Now, if we had referenced that from this edge, then the actual tolerance could be not 0.005, but 0.01. The reason being this length, the tolerance of this total length, this 2.100, could be plus or minus 0.005. So this 2.1 could be 2.1005. And then when we came back to tolerance in, to put the dimension in here, we could have another error of plus or minus 0.005. So we could end up with a dimension here of plus or minus 0.01. That would put an alignment difference of the location of these holes relative to each other a plus or minus 0.010 instead of plus or minus 0.005. So by referencing them both off of the same surface, in this case, this edge and this edge, because that is the same surface, then we maintain a tolerance error of only plus or minus 0.005. I hope that makes sense. If we were in class, then I would actually show it on a board and show it with parts, and it would be a little bit easier to understand. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to do that. Anyway, let's go ahead and draw this. So we see this, we're at 1.553. The 1.078 stays the same. And then our hole is actually larger. It's 0.218. Let's go back to AutoCAD. And we're going to pan over to this side. And we're going to choose our circle with a diameter. Snap from this point. And then type at. Now in this case, I have to type minus 1.553 because we're going in the negative x direction, comma 1.078. I hit enter. That puts our whole center location, and then I type 0.218, enter, to actually place our hole. So now that hole is placed. So now let's go up and take a look up here. So here we have, from this top corner, we have a hole of diameter 0.688, which is 1 inch from the center and 0.99 inches down. So let's go ahead and put that in. So pan up here. Again, circle, diameter, snap from here at 1, comma, minus 0.99, enter. And then the diameter of that hole is 0.688. Enter. And then we have 2 additional holes, which are located 0.310 inches on the X and 0.310 inches on the Y. To the upper left and to the lower right. So let's go back and put those in. And those hole diameters are actually 0.112. So again, circle diameter, snap from. We're going to snap from the center, and here we're going to go minus 0.31, comma 0.31. So we're going to go negative x, positive y, hit enter. And we did something wrong there. We didn't hit the at first. So we did that with respect to 0, 0. So let's redo that. Remember, if you don't hit the at symbol, you're going to not do a relative address, and it's going to go with respect to 0, 0. We type circle, we type snap from, center, at, minus 0.31, comma 0.31. There we go. And the hole size is 0.112. And then we do the same thing with a plus X and a minus Y. So circle, snap from, we click on the center at 0.31, comma, minus 0.31, enter, and then the hole diameter is 0.112, enter. Now, if you look at the drawing, you see this dimension here is 0.112-40 UNC-2B through. What does that mean? 0.112 is the diameter of the hole. Dash 40 is saying that it's a 40 threads per inch threaded hole. UNC-2B is the type of thread. Through hole is saying it's threaded completely through. Again, the thickness of the through hole is only 0.125 inches thick. And then the 4PL is saying it's being done in 4 places, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's go back to our drawing. And then we have another one of these that's actually offset by 0.19 inches. So rather than drawing this all again, let's just copy it and move it over. So we're going to select this. We select everything. We right click on the mouse, choose copy selection. Now specify the base point. You can specify any base point. I prefer to select the center. And then once we select the center, we can just start moving it in the X direction and then type 1.9. And that will move it over 1.9 inches, the copy. And then we hit escape and we're finished with that. Let's go back to our drawing and then take a look at this. So we have a lot going on here. Let's first deal with the center hole. The center hole is referenced from this side. And it's located 2.925 and 0.614. Diameter of 0.375. So let's go ahead and make that hole. So we go back to AutoCAD. Come over here, pan all the way down to this drawing. Choose our circle, snap from, and then choose this point. And I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. I don't have great memory. I'm able to cheat. Unlike what you guys have, I have 4 monitors in front of me and 3 computers. So I'm able to have this drawing on another computer screen as I'm drawing it. So anyway, after we hit our snap from, we click on this point. Once we click on that point, we can type at 2.925, comma, 0.614, hit enter. That puts our circle in, and then we just type 0.375. We hit enter, and that puts the hole in. Now we actually have a bolt circle. The bolt circle is telling us, actually before we put the bolt circle in, let's go back here. The bolt circle is this circle in red. Before we put the bolt circle in, let's put this circle in. This circle is 0.138. and then it's located at 3.175 x from this point and 1.325 y again from that point. Let's go back to this drawing, or go back to AutoCAD, type circle, snap from this corner, we hit enter, I'm sorry, we hit our mouse button, and then we type at 3.175, comma, 1.325, enter, and then 0.138, enter. And that puts that hole in. So now we have these two holes in. Now we're going to work on the bolt circle. Now the bolt circle is not actually a hole, right? It's only telling us a circle diameter that other holes go on. So if you look at the drawing, in the drawing it's in red. So it's done actually using center line drawing. And that's what we're going to use here. We're going to go back to AutoCAD. We're going to choose center. And that bolt circle is going to be the same center as this circle. So we can just choose circle diameter, click on this center, and then now all we have to do is type in the diameter of that bolt circle. And the diameter of that bolt circle is 0.951. And that puts in the bolt circle. So the next thing we have is we have two little holes on that bolt circle. One is at 5 degrees below the horizontal axis on the right-hand side, and the other one is at 30 degrees above 180 or 150 degrees from 0 degrees. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So what we can do is using first the center line dimensions. Let's just put in a line. It's going to start here. And we can just make this 2 less than 5 degrees. And that did not work. I'm going to stop this video.